So on the news side of things, Nate Moore, who is one of the executive producers with Marvel Studios, has come out and said that a recent rumor saying that T'Challa would be recast for the upcoming, what is that, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars movies, that he would be recast and going forward, the T'Challa that we would get in that movie would be our T'Challa going forward. And so Namor has debunked that rumor. And honestly, I'm kind of sick of this shit. I think this one I'm going to start it. On Twitter, and shout out to E-Man Movie Reviews. He's the one who came up with the recast T'Challa hashtag. It is taking off online on Twitter specifically, and a lot of people spend a lot of time talking about recasting T'Challa. I have always been on the recast T'Challa train. I do not believe that a character should die when their actor dies. And I appreciate what Chadwick Boseman did in that role, but making him bigger than T'Challa itself, to me, was a massive mistake. Before we really get into this, I kind of want to trace the history of this a little bit. And so, first of all, Chadwick Boseman said that he wanted, before we knew he was sick or anything, that he wanted this character to be bigger than him. His family also is okay with T'Challa being recast. It appears that the only people that had an issue with this are Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler. And the way Kevin Feige talks about it is he essentially left it up to them to do what they wanted to do. And they decided the best thing to do was to stay inside of their emotions and kill off a very important character that's not only important to people who just saw the movies, but they're important to the Black culture. Mm-hmm. What my first issue is that Disney and Marvel Studios have almost treated T'Challa like taboo at this point. In X-Men 97, in the original X-Men cartoon, T'Challa was definitely the Black Panther. In X-Men 97, they chose to run with T'Challa in a very important scene. Right. That was crazy. Then in What If, they kind of used him off and on, but it really wasn't anything notable outside of the one time Chadwick Boseman actually voiced T'Challa in a What If in which T'Challa becomes Star-Lord. And then there is this show called Eyes of Wakanda. They're gonna use like prior Black Panthers, and it's about some Wakandans going through time. You don't have a Black Panther show. Meanwhile, Spider-Man has come out with what may be his 10th or 11th show recently on the same thing. And so is X-Men, they've had plenty of shows too. And then I think his name is William Hurt, who played Thunderbolt Ross originally, passed away, and Thunderbolt Ross appears to be the main villain in the new Captain America movie, played by Harrison Ford.
Thanks.
I'm not that big into conspiracy theories. Like, you have to really show me a conspiracy theory and some good evidence for me to jump on that train. It really looks like Disney doesn't want T'Challa on screen for some reason. I don't know if it's within the subtext of, like having a racial hero or a strong Black hero, male hero on TV, if that's the issue, because we don't have these same problems with like Shuri and Ironheart is getting a TV show. Miss Marvel is a person of color. She has a TV show and is in the Marvel. I don't know what it is, and it's very strange how they're treating their character. And it's crazy because this is a $1 billion franchise. Like, T'Challa was a strong part, if not the part, as to why he's the Black Panther. I know it's a mantle and it's passed around. He is the Black
Facts.
Panther. Period. The next movie made 850 million, which was a step back. But if you look at it, I tried watching Wakanda Forever again because he really triggers me. But if you look at it, you can instantly see where that movie would have been much better as a T'Challa movie. But I've always said, I'm
Facts.
going to let you go with this. What I've always said is you had a built-in excuse to not have T'Challa in the Wakanda Forever with the snap. As a writer, use a snap to your advantage, buy yourself some time before you have to recast them again. You can still have the
Mhm.
funeral scenes, you can still have all of that stuff without actually killing your most important character. But they chose not to do that, and it looks like they're still hard up on not bringing him back. And then Black Panther 3 has been announced. Denzel Washington is in it. And I I just don't understand what they're doing here. With that being said, man, and I know I've gone for some time now. What are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Man, you killed it, bro. I mean, I'm gonna just try to like magnify the things that you said, and I mean, at first, I was kind of on the train with it, right? I was like, that's Chadwick, dog. Like Chadwick has been one of my favorite actors for a while, man. And like
Great
when he
actor.
passed, man, yeah, I was like, bro, he all right, cool. I respect the fact that y'all kind of hanging up his character, man. But like you said, the more I thought about it, like everybody who has played or have been synonymous with a single character like that have all kind of been along the lines of recast the character, bro. Like you said, the image of what said character and or superhero stands for is a much bigger message to the kids looking up to this guy more so than the actor. Like, by the time my sons grow up, they ain't gonna know who Chadwick was, but they can always recognize Black Panther. So
Exactly.
the fact that T'Challa, you know, is gone, and like you said, I was digging deep into the recast rumors, dog. Like I was looking at all the potential people they had and all that stuff, and then like you said, Nate Moore coming out being like, and it was even kind of weird how he said it. Like it was like some political shit the way he said it.
Right.
He was like, "Yeah, man, don't believe all those rumors." You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen, but don't believe the rumors. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, if you're not gonna rewrite them, just don't do it, bro. Like, don't beat around the bush with that anything can happen shit, because now you're giving people hope,
Right.
and now you just gonna snatch that shit away because you don't want to do it. So,
And Marvel has a built-in excuse now with the whole Secret Wars, the impending Secret Wars storyline, the multiverse. And
facts,
you're literally bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as a different character. You can do it. You can do
exactly,
it. And
man.
I really don't want them to push Toussaint as the variant Black Panther. Because who
Mm.
the fuck I'm gonna say it. We don't give a fuck about that kid, man. We don't care about that kid. We don't care about the bastard son of T'Challa and the kid. We don't give a fuck about him. And I'm gonna tell you what a bigger I think I would be able to let this go if I did not witness two white men do an excellent job with introducing their character in Civil War. I might be very willing to let it go. And I'm gonna
Facts.
say something else that honestly I've seen people online share the same sentiment. The Russos had a better handle on T'Challa than Ryan Coogler did.
Oh, facts.
Absolutely. They absolutely
Facts.
had a better handle on T'Challa. And it's painful for me to say that because I like Ryan Coogler. They
Hmm.
absolutely, it's like he took T'Challa's personality and split it with Okoye, who has the badass side of T'Challa, the no nonsense side.
Right.
Shuri, who is as smart as T'Challa typically is, like in Black Panther one, they give you that passing line that he designed his suit. What Shuri did, T'Challa would have been able to come up with, right?
Right.
Um, Then with Nakia kind of had that mystique, that stealthness. That was another part. And Wakanda Forever, the speech that Ramona gives
Hmm.
at the United Nations, T'Challa
Wow.
absolutely would have given that same speech in that and would have done it that same way, would have delivered those soldiers kneeling down and told them the next time you all do this, it's an act of aggression and it's gonna be up. The best interpretation or portrayal of Black Panther is this old animated show. Came on BET like super late at night, which was crazy. But Jaimin Hansu is the voice of T'Challa in that show. Bro, they do, and you can probably find it on YouTube. They make a
Facts.
siege on Wakanda. It's like Juggernaut, Claw, and a bunch of other characters. And
Mm.
T'Challa is so badass on this show. And I remember like leading up to the final episode, like on the final episode, the cold open, is him talking to Claw, and Claw is threatening to kill his mother. And his mother is like, here's the thing. If you kill me, you only gonna make it worse on yourself. Either way it go, T'Challa is not coming here to negotiate with you. She let him know, no, T'Challa is coming here to kill you. And then the camera
Facts.
goes back on T'Challa. And he was like, motherfucker, you don't know who I am. And it goes right back or like right into the thing. So it's such a bad, like, that's the T'Challa I know.
Right.
That's the one I know. And I'm not saying he should just be out here killing everybody and all that kind of stuff. But that badass side that he had when he was chasing Bucky down that freeway, bro.
Oh yeah.
I
It should
remember
have been
the
up.
feeling. I remember the feeling I had when I watched it for the first time. This motherfucker was tearing shit up left and right.
Facts.
Every time he saw Bucky, he had hands for his ass.
It
That's
was
the
up.
T'Challa. That's the T'Challa I know. Honestly, the T'Challa I know would have made that fight with Killmonger close.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like he took a back seat to Killmonger in that movie. Him
He
and
did.
Killmonger were a way more even match, with or without the suits. Like they've had that same challenge in the books. And in the books, Killmonger did win, but Killmonger had to earn it. And the Black
Facts.
Panther came back and he reclaimed his mantle and the throne. But it's just the way they treat this character, man. From when Chadwick was alive with the one Black Panther movie, and then in his death, it's just unfair. It's unfair, and also Wakanda is less special. I'm gonna be honest; they're dismantling Wakanda too because now they're saying in the clip for Captain America that adamantium is a stronger metal than Wakanda now. And then
Vibranium.
vibranium. In Wakanda Forever, a bunch of aquatic Latino people had vibranium too
Facts.
and built an underwater sun for the motherfucker.
Man.
Like,
Illuminated.
bro, that shit crazy. That shit crazy, man. That shit is crazy. Like, I hope he just trying to downplay everything because he really wants to surprise everyone.
Hmm.
But that shit is fucking crazy. If you can continue to go on without the most, when I say goated, if I were to do a countdown of the black superheroes, the number one is always. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you who the top five are right now off the top of my head. Black Panther is
Okay.
number one. T'Challa is number one. Storm is number two. Aurora.
Hey, she was next for me.
Yeah. Spawn is number three.
Hey, we cooking.
All right. John Stewart, Green Lantern, is number four. At number five, but this person is closing in on him. They're closing in on him quick. Honorable mention is Miles Morales. That's how long he's been around. He is the honorable mention.
We cooking.
Static Shock is number five.
Fact.
And Miles is closing in on Static. Miles is
cooking.
closing in on Static. But those are the five. T'Challa, Storm, Spawn, John Stewart, Static Shock. But Miles is an honorable mention. When I tell you Miles just ain't got the cachet, we give it a couple years. If that last Spider-Verse movie is a banger,
Oh, it's over with.
Miles, yeah, it's over with for Static. Miles got it. Miles got it.
Top 5.
Top 5. That's the top 5 easy black superheroes, and y'all want to kill him off and drag your feet. Y'all they drag your feet on Storm being on screen.
Facts.
Fucking crazy, man. Fucking crazy. All right, I spent way more time on that than I intended to. But we're gonna move on, man. This just
U-GeekTV.